here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. And if you don't want to hear it, baby, this ain't the channel for you. Backspace delete. Do what you gotta do. Alright, anywhere but here. Okay? Anywhere but here. We're gonna get right into these messages and just go from there. Period. You wanna come? Oh, I was doing some cleaning today, and I came across this card, spilling the beans in reverse. So we're gonna put into the energy and see what it is. This is like secrets being revealed. This is just discovering somebody is untrustworthy. But we'll see, because it's in reverse. So somebody could be actually very trustworthy, and somebody could be looking for secrets of a person, but it ain't none there, because somebody is about what they say, and they're about the lifestyle that they say that they live. So imagine lurking or looking for something, and there's nothing there to even find, because I never lied to you. I am who I say I am. Hi, and thank you, thank you. Well, let me get this deck. Ooh, baby. And we'll go from there, if I can find it. Okay. Also, with this what? Hi. I don't really want to disclose that. Also, with this energy of like things that are coming out, just take mental notes and move accordingly. I don't feel like you should make an extravagant scene when you find out some type of information. I think that it should just be a mental note thing. Hi, baby. You so clingy now. Why you want to be clingy now? You have me all day. I know you want love, but I can't have you in camera too, okay? Where is that deck of cards? Is it this one? This one, I think. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. Both my pets want to be clingy at this time and at this hour. Or somebody's realizing a key player in their life didn't lie about who they was to begin with. I ain't gotta lie. Somebody's realizing how much the person is actually an important person in their life. Somebody knew they fucked up. Okay, now it makes sense. Somebody here could have considered somebody untrustworthy. Felt like you were sneaky or always hiding something. But there's no secrets to go looking for, because I am who I say I am. There ain't nothing to go look for. Hi. What time is it? It's 12:14 up here. But we'll see. And somebody's just realizing how much a key player that somebody actually was in their life. And they know they fucked up a connection with a key player in their life. So check it out, resonate. Aww. Thank you for sharing your healing energy with me. Baby, I gotta get stuff done. My bad, y'all. My cat wanna be clingy right now. Let me do a little pause. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll give you love after. Oh, and I have been picking up on fighting energy. Somebody's been fighting. You're above fighting. Don't be out here fighting. It's just not even worth it. Because at the end of the day, you could be somebody up today and they'll still be saying the same shit next Tuesday. What do you solve out of fighting people? Anger outbursts for the moment. And it still don't resolve the issue at hand. It just makes it worse. It makes it more petty. It's no actual long-term solution. It's temporary. You might get your anger out the way, but if it's off the strength of a person talking shit, they still gonna continue to talk shit. It's just gonna make them talk shit more about you. If it's in terms of a solution, money, now there's no gonna be no solution out of it, because who would compromise with a person that put their hands on them? You know, but let's just see what this is. All right, can you give me spilling the beans in reverse, divine? Because I am whoever you say I am. That song by Eminem could be significant. I'm not afraid to take a step, everybody. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So somebody is realizing why somebody discarded them, and they're unfazed as to why they discarded them. Because at the end of the day, as long as I kept it real on my end, I know my intentions was pure with you. I know I wasn't keeping no secrets. You may have felt like I was keeping secrets with you. You may have felt like I wasn't trustworthy. As long as I know I kept it real on my end, I don't give a fuck how this shit ends. And I could walk away with my head up high, knowing that I played my part correct. I did my part. You didn't do yours, which is why I had to move around. It's this energy. So somebody here is realizing why a person don't necessarily give a fuck that a situation ended. Because some people try to seek out, try to scope out secrets of a person that's always kept it real with them, for them to have a reason to move flawed in the ways that they want to move. Like, I don't really give a fuck. Thank you. Yeah, somebody was cheating. I just said it and I hit it right on the head before it even came out. Some people, at the end of the day, if I kept it loyal with you, I did my part. There was no secrets thereof. Why would I give a fuck on how we end? And then on top of that, now I'm realizing everything you accused me of, you was really out doing. This is this energy. Everything you said that I was doing, you want to call me sneaky, you want to say I'm hiding something, there's something more to me. Realistically, is because that was your guilty conscience eating you up. And you had to find flaws in me to make an excuse for your flawed ass behavior and why you moving sneaky. And it's this energy. And that's why somebody don't really care to let something go, because I kept it real. And what the fuck I look like holding on to a motherfucker that's willingly openly cheating? No. Confirmation? I don't give a fuck. I'm out. Somebody spent the night. So somebody had packed a stay the night bag. Whoever somebody's sneaky link was, they would cheat with this person, lay up with this person. This is who they ultimately gave their heart to. So it was like, no matter how much I pour into you, no matter how much I keep it real with you, you already got your mind made up about where you want to be and where you want to lay your head at. What the fuck I look like convincing you otherwise? Hi, and thank you. Or this could also be somebody knew somebody had somebody and they didn't give a fuck that this person was cheating on them. Okay. What is this? Maybe talk about somebody's friend here. Trash. Somebody threw, or somebody, y'all was friends and you threw their ass away. Because they kept rejecting you. But ultimately, that's why I say, at the end of the day, as long as I know I kept it real on my behalf, I don't give a fuck how the shit end. I don't give a fuck how I go down. Let the tower fall if anything. Hi, how are you? Let it fall. Somebody keep rejecting you because you sticking dick somewhere else, and or you dropping coochie on somebody else. So of course you're gonna keep rejecting me. So I really don't give a fuck. Or somebody's just realizing somebody's friends is just like them. Somebody's friends is gonna take up for them. You're not gonna get no type of truth from these friends, this person's friends, this person's family, and then they act just alike. Fuck them. Then they don't really give a fuck that they got caught up, or they don't. It's this energy of rejecting somebody and not feeling sorry for it because they're getting what they want, and it's a cop out of accountability for somebody. So they are unremorseful because at the end of the day, they did it with the motive of you're hiding something, you're being sneaky, so I'm gonna go out and be sneaky. No, this person kept it real with you. You just a flawed ass individual and you need to work on your character. That's what this is. At the end of the day, because I'm seeing somebody here that's truthful. Then I'm seeing somebody here somebody's been sleeping with. And I'm also seeing somebody here that's constantly rejecting the person that's truthful and trying to make it seem like this person is untrustworthy. They hide in secrets, but then the catch is they find out further down the line that this person wasn't hiding shit. It was the way you was moving. It was your guilt. Whoever rejected you is insane. It's this energy. That's your guilt eating you up. You want to kick me to the curb so you can go sleep around? Do that. But when you turn back around and you realize I kept it real on my end, don't think you can split this block so freely. It's just this energy. Move, baby. Like somebody didn't give a fuck they was throwing you away. They didn't give a fuck how y'all connection was gonna pan out because they had their mind made up where they was finna get their heart to. So it's so funny when people think that they got another option on the side or they freaking on somebody on the side doing somebody so wrong. When they feel like they can step out at any moment, they choose to move with you so careless. They don't really care how the situation ends. They quick to throw you to the curb. It's just this energy. You quickly out and you quickly into somebody else's bed. That's really what it is. But when people already feel like they got options or they got another way out, yeah, you're going to really see how they feel, because especially how they feel about this other option. No, baby, I'm sorry. No. You feel like your option better than me, of course. You going to expose the fact that you felt like I was a placeholder. Because once this option presents itself or once this option call you to drop some dick or some coochie, you coming like they call. What? You coming when they call. The fuck? Like they called. Somebody called them and they liked what they heard. Rebound. Somebody ran to a rebound. So ultimately the person that let's just keep pulling, but what I'm getting from this is the person they willingly went to go give their heart to was actually the rebound. They were laying up with this person. It was something that was familiar. The person that kept it real, now they know they fucked up with this person because this person's no longer around. People say they want real until real comes into the room. You want a real motherfucker until they being real with you, until they holding your ass accountable, until they expect you to have the same loyalty and respect that they're giving you. People want real all the time. People swear there's nothing real out here. Loyalty is rare. Realness is on a drought. But look at how they treat people that's real with them. I think sometimes it's a power dynamic depending on your situation. Yeah, this is for energy. Don't ever let nobody take anything from you because someone will give you everything. Exactly. And this is this energy. You wanted real until real came into the room. And or imagine a person calling themselves real. Yeah, I'm so real. Like, and then they meet somebody that's actually real. Somebody that's actually loyal. That actually keep it real. Ain't hiding secrets. You moving off secrets. It's this energy. Like somebody could have considered themselves so real until a real motherfucker really entered the room. Real about their intentions. Real about what they stand for, how they moving, how they coming. Ain't no lies here. Ain't shit to figure out. So somebody here was wearing a mask with somebody, heads off imposter. And they was flexing. So somebody's just realizing how somebody's so territorial. They stalking them. Like somebody here got sold a mask. Rebound. So that's why they was fighting. They was running to their rebound. And or like I said, they was so their intentions was unpredictable. They know they ain't fuck up with a rebound. Like what is this? Ooh, they got somebody pregnant. Somebody got their rebound pregnant. Or had a baby with somebody that was really a rebound situation. Take it how it resonate. Like they feel like they didn't really fuck it up when it came to this choice. They happy. They where they want to be, collective. They where they want to be. Yeah, sexual tactics. I'm telling you, this person know how to get them in bed. They know exactly what to say, how to get them there, how to set the whole mood. They know. Somebody use sex to gain attention. Somebody could do like OnlyFans stripping. It don't have to be to that extent. Somebody just use their body to get what they want. Okay, what else? Somebody's a flexer. Certified flexer. Certified, you know you ain't got that shit while you lying. You know you ain't got that shit while you lying. If it ain't even that, somebody just was flexing off the situation that somebody was willing to drop anybody they were dealing with at they beck and call. It's a show off. Very conceited, vain energy. Flashy. Or somebody here be flexing like they riches, buddy. But they don't mention that they sell they twat or they dick to get it. This could be that too. Somebody friends know this. Damn. Yeah, mask. So this is what this is. Somebody here, they flex everything that they got, right? But they don't expose the fact that they rob people. They're involved in fraud. They're involved in stealing people's identity. Somebody here could have went through their identity getting stolen, take it how it resonate, or went through like a fraud claim recently. Somebody here, just they make it seem like they really got it, but they don't. Or somebody here, that's how they make their money. They sell sex. But they don't mention the fact that they sell sex. They just come on social media with a bunch of shit. And you'd think they live in righteous and they not. It's this type of energy. Somebody is realizing their rebound is a incubus, succubus, Jezebel-ass spirit. I got a question that's kind of off topic. What's up? So this could be this energy, or somebody here, you dealt with somebody that was flexing. Like you could have found out that they could have told you they had one thing, and then you find out they really ain't got what they swear that they have. You could have figured out that they're very lustful, fighting the lust demon, which is why they keep cheating too. Damn, it came out right when I said it. That's crazy. Which is why they keep cheating too. Somebody keep catching somebody up cheating. They got a lust demon on their back. They lay down with an incubus or they are the incubus or succubus energy. So it's just this energy of that's a demon that they gotta fight themselves, because when you lay down with lustful spirits, that spirit is gonna eventually cling to you. It's gonna cling to you. That's why you have to be mindful with who you lay down with, because you never know what demons they carry that they have yet to heal. And when you lay down with somebody energetically, you're saying, I take what comes with this person. We tie ourselves spiritually, and whatever demons they fight in, whatever battles they have yet to solve, yeah, I take that with them too. We can solve that shit together. Somebody's having a realization moment that somebody used sex to butter them up. It's coming out. I do. And do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, my intuition's strong. I don't necessarily have to run to cards, to be honest with you. Like, I will dream it, sense it, hear in my music. I don't really have to go to cards. It's going to come right to me, even if I'm not looking for it. If I do bring cards out, it's just extra clarity. I'll be trying to talk myself out of delusion. And my ancestors be like, hell no, you know what it is. Don't be delusional. Don't get on the benefit of the doubt, because we showed you what the fuck it was. But yeah, so that's to answer your question. Somebody's just realizing somebody used sex to really butter them up. Use physical attraction to hook up. Use intimacy. Use shit like that. Fighting over them. Somebody's realizing that they're in a non-ending cycle of mind games. This is what this is. Somebody's realizing that. Somebody use their charm. Somebody want to get intimate when they want something. Want to get affectionate when they want something. Or that's just what they do to reel their ass back in. And somebody is at this point. Or somebody could use affection and intimacy as a weapon against somebody. Like, shit, we could have been living together two years, and the only time you really want to lay down is when you want something, or you're trying to talk yourself out of something, or you're trying to make some shit look good. Other than that, you ain't trying to do it when I want to do it. Sorry. So somebody here is having a second realization about this. Yeah. Somebody's realizing something was just a fling. Nothing more, nothing less. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. I don't know why do people think that they can. It's just not possible. If the hoe want to be a hoe, she gonna be a hoe. Let her go. Or he. What you think, if you provide or you suck it good enough, you drop on it good enough, it's gonna change their mentality of them being a hoe? That's their character. That's what they choose to do. And realistically, they're very unhealed. They're moving out of trauma. But at the end of the day, if that's how a motherfucker want to move, let them do that. You can't change a person that don't want to change themselves. So it don't matter what you do, what tricks, dips, anything. If that's who they are and that's what they got their mind set up on doing, that's what they're gonna do. If you put a relationship on it or put a ring on it, all it's gonna do is intensify them being sneaky to get away with it. And some just don't give a fuck. Some of that stuff sounds like me, LOL. Well, hey, take the messages then. This energy. You can't save nobody that don't want to be saved. Somebody here is not in their feelings about somebody. Because at the end of the day, they realizing somebody whole little play, whole little get up. Now they see it. Now that they went through a realization, I'm not in my feelings about you, babe. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck how this shit end. I kept it real on my end. You didn't. So leave love. That's just gone. My boo. Oh, weak as fuck. Sorry. What's this? Yeah, this is somebody they was seeing openly. Official status. Okay. Somebody here is very independently leaving and going through a glow up. Or somebody's just realizing that the independent living facade, that glow up, like, yeah, I've been changing. Like, let's say this is a makeup to breakup situation. Yeah, I've been changing. I know where I messed up and I want to try this again. And I know what to not do next time. You know, they're realizing that. And yeah, I've been making these type of accomplishments since you ain't been around. They're realizing all that shit came from them being laid up with somebody. Baby, your success is built off the back of taking dicks, getting cummed in, sucking dick, or hitting twat. That's where your success come from. Hey, baby, you laid up with motherfuckers. Like, imagine all the demons this person encountered just from laying down with a person, or laying down with multiple people for the love of money. Imagine how many demons, and it don't matter if you use protection, you're still doing a spiritual ritual when you lay down with this person. Imagine how many fucking destinies they swapped, how much people energy they stole, how much divine inheritance that they stole. Somebody could be born 4/12. What is that? January, February, March, April. Imagine that. Like, when you lay down, that's the energy exchange. So if I reap good karma, you reap bad. We could fuck around and I'll be reaping your bad karma and you reap my good karma. Imagine how much. Of course, they got this level of success. Imagine how much energy they stole, how much destinies they stole, how much divine inheritance this person stole from laying down with multiple people. Let's just see. Or somebody here, yeah, throwing shade. They throw a lot of shade. Or they criticize this person. Okay. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. Somebody here, they were criticizing you or whomever this other person is. It could be another person in this situation and or not. This could just be in a relationship dynamic where a person is constantly criticizing you, and then the criticism turns into disrespect when ultimately they went back in their past. They regressed on something in the past. They went back to an old chapter in their past. So the criticism really came from looking for flaws within you to find reasons to leave you. That's really where this shit came from. Find reasons to reject you. Find reasons to not open up to you because they feel like their heart was in their past. Well, what do women do if she's been cheated on all her life? Keep proceeding to heal, realizing cheating ain't got nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the person that's doing the cheating. And when you realize that, you won't internalize cheating and rejection. You won't let that shit make you insecure. You feel me? If anything, you won't be like, yeah, yo, your boundaries going to be set when it comes to it. And cheating going to be a non-negotiable for you if that's something you don't stand for. So it's going to become easier to leave. But what I'm saying here, yeah, somebody went back on their past. And somebody here, you got the snooping. You got the looking into it. Like, hold on. Wait a minute. Somebody felt like it was some responsibilities tied to their past. Somebody felt like something in their past made them more responsible or just kept them in check. Like, okay, you know how you see some situations where it's a breakup and then that person feel like at confirmation everything's out of place. They don't really know what to do because let's say the past person used to cook, clean, do certain shit, keep their documents in order, and then when they leave, they don't really know how to maintain that because this past person has walked away. This is this energy where somebody felt like everything was out of order because this past person walked away, or they walked away from this past person, so that's what they went back to. It felt like, if anything, it made them mature. Okay, so was they in love with the person that's in the past? No. Sensing something is in reverse. They didn't listen to their intuition when it came to this. And due to them not listening to their intuition, they weren't able to sense something. And it's not off the strength of them having unexplainable feelings. It's just off the strength of this person really kept me in check. They know how to deal with me. It's this type of energy. They did a lot. It's this energy of they never really gave another person a chance to, you know, walk in certain said shoes because they felt like the past person had it down packed already. I like you. I just, well, thank you. Welcome to the Keyyyy Collective. So it was like I'm not really open to any new confirmation. I'm not open to new connections. I'm not open to building anything new because I like what I got going on in the past. And they get me. They know exactly what to do. So it's like somebody didn't even really give somebody a chance. They just picked and picked and picked at your character until they found the reason to walk away. They didn't really give somebody a chance to. So let's say you're a wonderful fucking cook, or you know how to organize, you do certain things. They seen those qualities about you, yeah. But they felt like they past person. I don't feel like re-explaining certain shit when they just get me. Do that make sense? They just get me. Doing too much. Yeah, somebody here constantly was indulging. They didn't just indulge in their past once on you. They did it multiple times. I'm not gonna lie to you. They overindulged in this past person. So that's what I'm saying. If you feel this way about that past person, why not just be with them? Why string another person along? Why involve me in y'all little triangulation game? Oh, you hurt, they cheated on you, so you're looking for people to make that person hurt? That's what this is? Because then ultimately you hurt somebody else that don't deserve to be hurt in the game of you trying to hurt somebody. Baby, I don't even entertain trolls. If that's how you feel, just keep it moving, okay? I ain't got time to explain myself to you. But if you feel that way, why not just be with that person? Why just keep it as a hookup thing? Why not be with that person? Why keep it as a playhouse thing? Be with that person. Why involve somebody else new? But what it seemed like is they know that this person is very territorial. They know that this person is going to come in and try to fight for them if they feel like it's an inkling of somebody else new, right? So what they did to make this other person jealous and feel some type of way was bring another person in the picture because there's history thereof of cheating in a relationship from the get-go. Whether that person cheated and or this person kept it real until they like, you know what, fuck it. Why am I the only one being real? Baby, that's your opinion. An opinion is not a fact. I got a lot of reviews. Like I said, I'm not in the season of explaining myself or my worth to people. If you don't get it, get lost. I'm just not in that season. Should have caught me when I was, you know? So, like I said, that's your opinion. And if you feel that way, keep on moving. Go on now. Hey. It is. It is. I can't complain, truthfully. For somebody here, not only did they feel like this past person, you know, kept things in order, but they also loved their cooking. So that's what I'm saying. If you feel like your past person have all these positive attributes that you want to hold on to, why not just be with that person? Baby, it's like, I don't get it. What is up with people? I don't get it. Like I said, you could just keep moving. You just want to keep proving your point. Thank you. I just don't get it. It don't make sense. Hello, my lovely people. Hi, darling. I don't get it. That's what trolls do, though. And somebody went into this very fast. They're not going to keep this person waiting. No. Or somebody here, you moved out of this very fast and took the high road. At the end of the day, it's one thing to be trying to build with the person. It's another thing for a person to be trying to pick at your character, constantly disrespect you. Like I said, picking can turn into disrespect and constantly rejecting you. I'm not finna keep trying to pour love into a cup that's constantly rejecting me. Sorry, just not. I'm not in the season of people pleasing, proving my worth, and chasing down a motherfucker. I'll leave it to the motherfuckers that want to be crazy over you, but I ain't doing it. Find somebody else to do it, and they did. But at the end of the day, somebody here, you just moved around. I see you bossing up here. I see you going up here. I do see you gonna be in a relationship soon with somebody else. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I can't compete with a thirsty bitch or dude. I'm not gonna compete with somebody that's thirsty as fuck for your attention. So somebody here, once you got the scoop, once you got the feel, you moved around. I'll take the high road out the situation, because at the end of the day, a real woman or man is not going to compete with a hoe, because that means I have to drop down to a hoe's level, be a hoe, to compete with that hoe. What do I can't do that. Being a hoe ain't in me. It's this energy. I'm not finna compete and be thirsty over you and seek your attention and be pushy, and I'm not doing that. Damn, that's my new hairdo. That new hairdo is fire. Thank you, Jing. Hi, Jing. It's this energy. If you want to go explore your options, explore your sexuality, go do that. If you just want to keep running back to the past to be sexual, go be with that person. Period, point blank. The fuck? You got fantasies and fetishes and shit, go fulfill that shit. Because like I said, at the end of the day, somebody didn't necessarily give somebody a chance to even see where things was going to go. They had their mind and heart set on one thing and one thing only. And it wasn't the other person. I think this is Halle Berry's daughter. No, I'm not. Hi, beautiful, looking good. Thank you. So this is this energy. I'm not doing it. Or somebody here, very significant. Somebody tried to call you thirsty. Somebody tried to say like, yeah, I don't know, maybe somebody was conversating about a person and saying how kinky a person was, how sexually open it was. All because you took the high road. So imagine a person going back to a past person and they constantly question them about you, and then they're trying to throw dirt on your name. Like, nah, they was just desperate. Nah, they was just seeking my attention. Nah, they just keep hitting my phone up. Like, I don't know why they won't leave me alone. Baby, listen. What you got to know is, if you got to constantly ask questions about a person and the dynamic that you in, and that person shades them at every chance that they get, I would be looking at the person doing the shading, not the person that's being shaded. See, people want to fit into these delusions that they have and feel like they got it all. Oh, I got it all together and I got the person, so I'm really winning. But realistically, and they're shading that person, so I'm winning. Just that's something that's concerning if a person comes to you shading another person. Because at the end of the day, what you got to know is you may not be getting shaded today, but when you're a factor of the past, trust and believe you're going to be the next being shaded. So I don't see that as a flex of somebody shading their ex-person and somebody get a kink off of that shit. Take it how it resonates, genuinely. Or somebody here, you took the high road and they stuck with the person that was desperate and they constantly need validation and they constantly seeking their attention. And then they're constantly trying to sneak and act shady towards a person and avoid getting caught cheating. Like that's what you wanted. You wanted a hoe, go be with that hoe. Period. Keeping it 100. So imagine a person that's real with a hoe. pure intentions with a hoe. You gonna forever keep it real, but that don't mean that's realness ain't in this person. They're not gonna keep it real with you. No matter how many times you ask them, no matter if the fucking proof is in their face, they're gonna deny it. Yeah, maybe they made dirty money together. Did illegal activities together. This could be thievery. This could be laundering. Shit, fraud was out. Somebody knows somebody sell their cat. They benefit off of it. So they really don't care. You just better not be selling it for cheap. All right, what can I say? Or somebody was just in somebody's life in the season where they was making dirty money. So they feel like, shit, I don't really got to do too much with this person. Somebody here, yeah, they was obsessing over this person, fixated on this person, perks. Somebody do perks, locked in. Or somebody shocked about a new boo and now they're obsessing and fixated on you. No. Like at the end of the day, listen. You're not somebody's new obsession, a new trophy, new things to add to their shelf. At the end of the day, what I'm seeing here, right? Somebody here, yeah, they was making money back then, now they penny pitching. So all the reasons they ran back to this situation, everything is failing, okay? And whomever this new boo is here, yeah, you got in your detective mode. Hell no, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. No, thank you. Spirit, send it back. Return back to sender. Because at the end of the day, if a person is a known cheater, right, and you cheat on the person that you with, what makes me think you're not going to cheat on me? Lying, thievery, resting, swapping with their grandparents. Yeah, this is bad energy. If you could do that person like that, you do me like that. But this past person is like, shit, as long as I got that person, yeah, do that bitch in. Do that dude in. Yeah, they left them for me. What you got to know is how you get them is how you definitely going to lose them, honey. And what you got to know is you're going to forever be fighting people. At the end of the day, after so much, you're going to fight 20 people. Would you rather fight 20 people to keep a person stuck that's showing you every which way that no matter how much you do, they're going to still make time to sneak. They're going to still make time to creep and cheat. At the end of the day, how much stalking and how much fighting are you going to do until the point of, damn, I love myself? And this is this energy of, as long as they're coming back home to me, I really don't give a damn. Oh, I know that was just a phase with whatchamacallit. I don't really care. This is this energy. So at the end of the day, whomever the new boo was in this situation, you did the right thing moving around. You kept it real. You kept it honest. You kept it thorough. And you realized that you was in a cycle involving somebody in their past. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Go be with that person. So it's a plot twist because somebody didn't expect you to have them under a microscope as much as you did. See, somebody here was trying to pick and pray and they didn't know. Okay, it's one thing, one inconvenience, but I pay attention to pattern recognition. I pay attention to the times you go MIA. I pay attention to the times you disappear. The plot twist was, whomever you are here, new boo, you was paying attention. I was paying attention more than I spoke, which gave me the courage to walk away from this shit. Because you ain't finna treat me like no fucking joke. This is what we not finna do. I do see here you had mixed emotions about the situation. Unclear about your feelings because somebody was being wishy-washy, and or the plot twist was somebody started to have mixed emotions about whomever this new boo is, and that's why they were very wishy-washy with you. I'm saying I don't even get down like that. So check the energy before you try to write a check for something you would never get. So at the end of the day, somebody here feelings was very unclear about a situation and they ran away from it. They kept putting you off. That's the, so they tried to bring a new boo in the picture and ultimately, yeah, they know they fucked up with you. Whomever the new boo is, they know they fucked up with you because they had you in this cat and mouse ass game. And then it seems like once they catch you, then they want to move around. We ain't doing that. I'm not playing cat and mouse with you. Because when the cat catches a mouse, they play with it for a little bit. Some kill it and some let it go. I'm not doing that with you. Baby, don't ever play with me. Don't ever play with me, love. And you know what? Trolling came out. Trolling came out. Somebody here could be getting trolled by whoever the current person is. Sneaky link. They didn't feel like you were a sneaky link in their life, or you never treated them like a sneaky link. You didn't view them like that. Somebody here was actually trying to build something with somebody that was sneaky linking with something in their past. You fine, thank you. Yeah, somebody here, somebody's petty. Or somebody used you. I called it all. Because I know this script all too well. Like, when you start to heal and you go through certain said relationships, you peep certain scripts, it's the same script, just different players, genuinely. Same exact fucking script, different players. Some may be more strategic with what they do. They may have more, they may be more skilled at what they do, but you'll realize it's the same fucking shit, just different players, genuinely. What I'm seeing here is somebody here, the reason why they were so quick to run off from you, whoever the new boo is, if you're the old lover, you know where you fit. Put y'all ass where you fit. If it don't resonate, don't try to make the shit fit, okay? The reason why they ran off from you, because they was only using the new boo as a tool to be petty and make the past person jealous. I called it. Somebody was literally caught up in the midst of a riffraff here. A fucking riffraff. At the end of the day, don't ever let nobody use you as bait to make another person mad, to get that person in line, get that person in check. Because that's really what it boiled down to. A person is not finna try to go out their way to make somebody else jealous and build a connection somewhere else, and then they start to feel feelings, and they having mixed emotions about the situation, because damn, my past, like, I really love that person, but I am developing feelings. So the best thing I can do in this situation is run, because I don't technically want to cheat, even though I'm emotionally cheating. I don't technically want to cheat or give this past person any type of ammo to say I really cheated, but I am going to use this person as leverage to make this person lie and make this person mad and put their ass in check and put them in line, because this past person is a territorial lover. So if they feel like another person is coming in and doing their job better than them, it's going to make them perform better. Are y'all catching my drift? Some people do that shit as a tool of manipulation to get your ass in check. Now that person back at the crib performing better, doing all the cooking and cleaning and making sure they keep their man or girl. Fuck this. You really dodged the bullet, collective. You really dodged the bullet. Somebody here did not keep you a secret, but it was intentionally. All this shit was intentional. And ultimately, they've never seen themselves building nothing with this new boo. No, they didn't. Because they always had their mind set up on, I'm going back to my past. I'm going back to be with that person. And before I let myself fall in love with somebody else, or somebody caught feelings for somebody, but I'm not seeing love down here. Before I give my heart to somebody else, my shit belongs to this past person. So I'm not even going to give you a chance or any type of open to create any type of chaos thereof. I'm going to just move around. But that's what you did. You created the chaos. You created the confusion. You didn't keep it real on your end. Keep it real with a motherfucker. If you stuck up on your past and you listen, I'm not here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time. There's people out here that get down with that get down. But somebody knew that they couldn't do that shit on this new person and be real and then still have access to them. So then they're trying to avoid getting caught, going back to sleep with this past person, trying to avoid getting caught, being sneaky with this new person. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that at all. If you so set up on this past person, go do that. Somebody immature. Somebody here is out here. Yeah, somebody was living this lifestyle like they was single. They ain't got nobody, when realistically they know that they was with this past person. They know whatever agreement they had, or they were in a full-blown relationship entertaining somebody and out here living like they single. This is the type of energy they take their wedding ring off. They could be married as fuck. You won't know they married because guess what? When they show up to certain set scenes or go to scenes where single people are supposed to be, they showing up like they single. This is this type of energy. They know they had a relationship for 5 years going on, but you think they gonna let a new person know? No, they're not. I said I wouldn't have no more kids, but I want some kids with this woman. A damn good father. This gonna be somebody's last straw though. Cause somebody gonna realize that I think that somebody numbed themselves. They got so used to somebody stepping out on them, they just started to accept the shit. But when they come across a truth that somebody was out here living like they was single, acting like they were ready to build a relationship and they still entertaining this person, the most heartbreaking thing that a person can do is stay in a space where they're showing you multiple times they don't really want your ass. Where they're showing you I could do bad all by myself. That shit is so heartbreaking. Because at the end of the day, imagine being home doing the cooking, doing the cleaning. If there's kids involved, I'm taking care of the kids. And then you realize a motherfucker out here living single. Sounds like my current wife. Check it out, resonate. You out here like you single, you on a hunt, you trying to get what you can get. I think that it's so heartbreaking to be in that space of waiting on a person to come home, trying to expecting honesty from a person, integrity from a person. Like, it's not what you do in front of me. Yeah, you're gonna move like you loyal in front of me, but what are you doing behind my back though? That shit is so heartbreaking to be there and realize, damn, I'm a placeholder. Because meanwhile, I'm currently feeling this position. You're currently looking for somebody to fill this position. That shit is so heartbreaking. And it's going to be somebody's last straw, because it's one thing for me to be sitting here doing all these sacrifices for you, and it's another thing for you to be out living like you single and looking for things. But I mean, at what point do you say, you keep cheating? I keep catching you cheating. It's time to let this go. Somebody here put themselves in this position. No, I'm not pregnant, and I have one kid. Thank you. Black and red. So this is this energy. Somebody realizing that the reason why their energy is so drained, because like I said, at the end of the day, when you break a relationship and you involve outside energies, somebody's energy get drained out of this. If an energy vampire is with the person that has radiant energy, you'll start to see them look different. You ever see people look so bad after they leave a relationship, or they were so glowy and so happy when they first got into the relationship, then they start to look so drained, look tired, they sleeping a lot, they mental going down, pH going down. It's this type of energy where somebody sucked the life out of somebody and they're looking for the next victim of whoever, they're looking for the next victim light to suck out of. They sucked the light out of this person. So everything that once attracted them to this person, they don't have it no more because they sucked that shit up out of them. Now they're on a hunt looking for somebody else to energy vamp off of next. Collective, you dodged a major fucking bullet, major red flag here. Thank you. I know. Major red flag. Breaking point. Because somebody is realizing somebody's been playing mind games with them. You know you had a main person in your life. You know you was running back to that said commitment. This the type of energy. No, you ain't got to worry about my past. I'm not hung up on my past. I don't want nothing in my past. I'm over my past. Right. So why is you in a bed? Why is you finding ways to creep back there? No. Somebody here fought and fought and fought so many people behind this person, or they threatened to fight people. Take it how it resonates genuinely. But I think that they're at this point of realization of it don't matter how many people I fight, the common denominator to each woman that you bring in is the person or man that you bring into our relationship is you. It ain't got nothing to do. That's why I never comprehended why they attack the woman. Why are you attacking? You catch your man out eating or your girl out and you attack the woman or the man. When the person that owes you the most loyalty is the person you're in a relationship with. And for one, people lie. Do you hear me? People lie. So at the end of the day, if they're playing mind games on you, if you bring in evidence to their face and you keep catching them cheating and they're still lying to you, What in your delusional ass mind makes you think they're not lying to this other person? They're not out here moving single. And or this is what a little sweet lie they told them. Like, I told them I was in a relationship. They just didn't care. There's people out here that will do that. Nah, they had to try to manipulate this other person too. Somebody tried to pull the wool over this person's eyes when realistically they knew what the fuck it was. So whomever this other person is realizing that no matter how many people I fight, no matter how many people I run off, you're still out here moving like you're single. So what more can I do in this situation? Thank you. This is this energy. So what is this key player card? Because at this point, it's a reflection of this person's insecurities. They really insecure, which is why they keep dealing with this shit. They keep catching this person up, but they so desperate for love, they not willing to let go, even if it's the wrong type of love. The worst type of love is the love that you accept when you don't love yourself. Because people give you the love they feel like you deserve. And some people play on the fact you don't love them. You don't love yourself. Some people play on the fact that you ain't did the healing work. Some people don't look at, oh, as long as you stay with me through cheating and you stay with me through all these rough patches in life and you keep it real on your end, that you love me. You can't love somebody harder that's dedicated to showing you why loving them harder is a problem. This is this energy. Why does someone owe another person loyalty and they have not committed to them in a marriage? Because at the end of the day, it's a contract. At the end of the day, if I tell you I'm being loyal to you and I'm keeping it real with you and we've been in a relationship for X, Y, and Z amount of years, 2-3 years, if you feel like you're at this point of, listen, I really don't want to be here, I want to explore my options, you at least owe that person honesty. And then allow them to decide if they want to deal with that or not. But manipulating a person against their free will to keep tolerating something, you're going to reap badass karma. Okay, that's what you want. But I hope you're going into these dynamics and keeping it real with that person. Let that person know that's how your mind operates. So then they decide if they want to deal with that or not. But don't manipulate a person into thinking like, oh no, I'm a one-person and I got loyalty for you or towards you, or I'm going to be loyal. And then that's not your get up. That's not how you get down, because best believe you're going to reap karmic debt for the people that you manipulated. Mind manipulation. That's mind magic. Oh, key player. Sorry, y'all, my pets is like creeping up. Somebody's a people pleaser. That's the problem. Somebody keep people pleasing. Or somebody here, the reason why somebody's the main person in their life is because they gonna keep people pleasing. They gonna keep overgiving. They think being a nice guy, nice girl is gonna get them further with this person. They're gonna do anything and everything for this person. People, my bad, y'all, affirmations. I ain't mad about no failed relationships because it taught me so much about me and other people. Which is why I'm here trying to give somebody enlightenment on the situation, because this is not it. At the end of the day, listen, somebody here, you do anything for a person, you're willing to go through anything for a person, with a person, they're going to take you through everything. They're going to do the most with you because they know that you're not going to leave. If you constantly give a person access to you that's dedicated to showing you they don't value your access, they're going to keep doing shit. Because at this point, it's a test. And if this is a man, men test you. They see how much you're going to tolerate. If this is a woman, both parties do the testing. But if I get caught cheating and I get away with that, right? And the proof is in your fucking face and you didn't walk away. That let me know everything I need to know about you, how you're going to go about situations and what you're going to stay through. And then they're going to keep testing. It's going to seem like the penalties and the shit is getting more bolder and bolder and bolder. And they're going to keep playing in your fucking face as long as you allow them to. So yes, this is. Somebody's going viral here for putting this person on blast. Somebody's putting somebody on blast. So this is like a Facebook, Instagram live person where they Break up, they go live, this person dogged them out, and then they back together. Justifying cheating, typical woman. No, it ain't about typical woman. It's about being there, done that, walked that path, learned my lessons. And any type of relationship that I got in, I'm trying to teach women to love theirself, choose theyself, not justify cheating, because I'm not saying that this person is okay with what they doing. I'm not saying that at all. But at the end of the day, if a person wants to reach out to the community, I get so sick of seeing women fighting, doing all this shit to keep a man that's dedicated to not staying there. At the end of the day, listen, if a man, never let a man show you more than once, he don't want you. Twice at that. And if you keep tolerating cheating, it's only going to intensify. Just because you tolerate cheating, I see situations where they tolerate cheating, and then they get a ring. And they think, okay, since this person married me, that's going to stop the cheating. And it don't. Really, they molding you to deal with what they want to do. So no, I'm not justifying cheating. I'm telling the motherfucker to move the fuck around. Don't get molded to be something or tolerate something you never stood for from the beginning. If you came into this bitch not tolerating cheating, against cheating, why would you make yourself easier to keep a person that's clearly showing you they don't care about your highest good? That's clearly showing you that they're going to take advantage of you at every twist and turn that they can. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? So no, it's not typical woman. I'm telling women to start choosing yourself. Men too. This is not just a one-edged fist, because women cheat as well. I'm not saying that shit is okay or cool. I'm saying love yourself enough to move the fuck around. Don't ever love somebody more than you love yourself. So if that's what you got from this message, maybe it's time to let it sink in. Let it stick. Instead of trying to, oh, we can work out through the cheating. Right. And then you catch them cheating again. Oh, let's just go to therapy. Let's figure out why you're cheating. And then you catch them cheating again. At what point do you say, damn, I love me. I'm going to move around. Because at the end of the day, people only do what you allow. So no, I'm not justifying it. But what I am saying is you're allowing it. At some point, if I'm cautious to something and I continue to do it, I'm allowing it. And if a person is constantly cheating on me, being sneaky, lying, at some point I'm allowing it because I know that's your character. That's your whole little get up. That's how you move. So no, it's not typical woman. The typical woman will tell you to stay even though they cheating. Sweep that shit under the rug. You got a good man. Sweep the cheating under the rug. You got a good man. Cheating is not something you should end a relationship over. That's enabling cheating. Fuck no. I'm all for walk away, choose yourself, love you more. Never, don't allow somebody to play in your fucking face. No. I'm for the complete opposite. And if you don't see how that's beneficial to women, then you're a part of the problem too. I need someone that's going to help my girlfriend out because I expect a lot from her, and it would be much better to delegate. Fuck that cheating and loyalty. Exactly. And I mean, she can always book a person to read with me. I don't mind helping her. So somebody here is soul searching. This actually puts somebody into soul searching. This actually pushed somebody into working on themselves. Because like I said, the worst place to be is being in a relationship and you're doing everything for this person and they're doing everything to hurt you. They're doing everything to betray you. Doing everything to avoid getting caught sneaking. It's a different type of hurt where it's two different type of people. Some crash the fuck out. They fight the other person. Some fight the actual person that they with. Some start to look deeper within like, okay, maybe it's a problem with me at this point. Because when you keep it separate, one thing I learned is sometimes it stems from abandonment issues. It's something wrong with me if I keep tolerating this shit. If you feel like a woman is pushing you to cheat, why are you still in that relationship? That's an excuse. You're trying to deflect the problem on the person that you're with when you got free will to walk away. Confirmation? We're not making excuses here. There's straight accountability. You feel me? Hi, beautiful key girly. Hi. Hi, my dude just be lying. Some women love the spice. Nah, fuck that. If you could look somebody in their eyes and be real with them and tell them what it is, I can't stand Blueface. Can't stand that man at all. Can't stand what he stand for. But the one thing I respect about that man is he's honest. He tell these girls to their face, listen, I'm gonna do me. I'm not finna be loyal. Yes, I'm gonna continue to see that person, X, Y, and Z. He be real with them. At that point, they're allowing it. Don't try to change a motherfucker that showed you what they wanted and told you. That's the problem with women sometimes. A man will tell you, listen, I'm not committal. I don't want no relationship. I'm not loyal. And some women, they try to convince themselves, like, maybe if I be a good woman enough, they'll want to commit. No, they told you what it was, babe. Why are you... And some men too, maybe I can save her. Maybe I could take her out the strip club. Maybe I could get her to quit OnlyFans. Yeah, I know she did X, Y, and Z, but maybe just, no. She's showing you who she is. He's also paying bills and giving them commission and taking care of their sons. Yeah, no, fuck that. Because what are you teaching the sons? To go out and be unloyal too? That's what you're going to teach your son? That's the message? Trick off on people and then they'll keep your secrets? As long as you pay bills, women just giving it out. Is that what you want for your son? And then on top of that, are you even happy in the lifestyle that you're choosing? Or are you masking the fact that you're very unhappy and very unhealed? And that's why you're choosing and you got to have multiple people. No, that's him. Could never be me. Okay, I love it. I love it. Somebody's realizing somebody's a spiritual narcissist. They took this person on a vacation on you too. So if they said they went on a work vacation or they went on some type of vacation, no, they was on vacation with this other person. Like, no, fuck this person. Respectfully. And now they know they fucked up because the shit done blowed over. Now you know you fucked up? Baby, listen. It ain't my job to prove my worth to damn motherfucker. It ain't my job to prove why you should choose me, why you should come this way. It ain't my job. If you can't see what I'm putting down, don't pick that shit up. If you don't like what I'm putting down, don't pick that shit up. Period. And I think confirmation, this is a factor of the person respects the person that walked away, that caught they bullshit, caught they play and said, no, you ain't finna play with me like that. I'm gonna leave you with the options that will allow that. This is this energy. You ain't about to play in my fucking face. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't give a fuck what you putting down. I'm not picking that shit up. And if you come my way, baby, we run a strict program. There's rules and regulations over here, babe. And if you can't get with the program, you don't qualify for the program then. Programs don't change their rules and their qualifications just because they love a person or just because who the person is. No, the program stayed the fucking program. You had a motherfucker apply for your program that knew they never had the qualities to go into the program to begin with. Or somebody here be lying on in their interviews, lying on applications, knowing damn well they don't got those qualities. I am the main character in my own life. And you should feel that way about yours too. You should. You should definitely feel that way about yourself. I wouldn't advise anything else but that. Or like, you thought you ate with that comment? I'm sorry you feel that way about your own life and you don't feel like you're a main character in yours. I'm sorry. Maybe you should take advice. Anyways, y'all. Somebody here, you leveled up, or somebody here is kind of growing up out of this, but it takes some time. The heart wants what the heart wants, okay? So somebody here, yes, it's taking them a long, instead of taking a shortcut, they taking a long way to change their mind. Somebody here goes off of, I'm going to keep going back until I don't love you no more. Until that love is gone. I just love you, speak it true. Thank you. Welcome to the Keyyyy Collective. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn your post notification bell button on, okay? Listen, Jack, you're a jackass, okay? And that's fine. You could be a jackass, but not over here. It's peace over here. If you have to go around and put people down to make yourself feel better, love, it's a problem with you, not the person you putting down. I don't ever pay attention to the person that's being attack. I pay attention to the person that's doing the attacking. And it's a reflection of how insecure you are or how unhappy you are about your own life to the point where you feel like you have to go put other people down. Baby, that's a problem with you. Go do the work. Because you ain't taking the advice. So, I mean, it ain't more that I can fucking do for you. Sorry, babe. Hi. Okay, now listen. This is just a factor of somebody's heart is still weak for a person. So yes, they might catch them cheating, but they run back. And somebody's taking advantage of the fact that somebody got a weak spot for them. Does that make sense? He's spitting. You think a woman should get it? It's a man's program. No. I feel like men have their programs, women have their programs. At the end of the day, as long as you're real and direct about what type of program you're running, the people that want to deal with that shit is going to deal with that shit. But to manipulate and try to get people on one accord, that's not keeping it real. So that's why I said it's one thing for a person to think that they being real. And then when a real person enters the room with real intentions, real communicative, real about what they stand for, stand on what they mean and mean what they say, it really make the person that's not being real look in the mirror like, damn, I'm not as real as I thought I was. No, you ain't. You ain't real if you got to manipulate people and play games with them. That ain't real. That ain't keeping it player. You're a player. You're a player. You manipulate a bunch of men or women and feel like you got them all on one accord, but you know if this shit blows over, that these people wouldn't deal with that shit. That's not being real. A player would be like, yeah, I'm talking to multiple people, and I'm not gonna continue. I'm not gonna stop talking to multiple people. So if you don't want to deal with it, it is what the fuck it is. I'm gonna continue to be me. Thank you. So I'm keeping it real. That's all I know. So people want to say they want real, or people say they want real, people say they real until a real motherfucker enter the room. And they energy, they principles, they moral compass, all that shit speaks for itself. Because a real person don't go out their way to be fake and do fake shit or follow behind fake. A real person gonna hold that ass accountable. If you think it's, this ain't no sleep shit under the rug over here, babe. That's what you're looking for, go entertain what you used to. And sometimes you just gotta understand that you just not people type. If a person like hoes, why would you try to? I'm not crashing out at all. This is just, I'm really trying to help somebody. Genuinely. Like whoever needs this message, they just need it. And I'm just trying to help. I'm doing my due diligence, okay? Thank you. Welcome to the Kitty Collective. But listen, if a person like hoes, right? And you know you're not the whole caliber type of person, why would you make yourself easy to fit in this person's category of what they like? If I know I'm not a hoe, you know that means you have to dim yourself down to a hoe's level, move like a hoe, act like a hoe, walk like a hoe, talk like a hoe. Why would you do that if that's not your program, babe? So it's just this energy. At the end of the day, somebody here is learning self-love in the most harshest way, because it's like no matter how much love they pour into this situation or person, they breaking them down. They're trying to mold this person to just accept what they want to do. This person is like, look, I want to do what I want to do, and you're going to accept it. But they're not seeing it. They're manipulating their mind, and their actions are doing another thing. Welcome, because the world is a bunch of followers shaking my fucking head and a leader ain't gonna follow behind a bunch of followers. It's just not possible. It's just not gonna happen. Do you feel me? So this is this energy. Yeah, talk is cheap. So that's why you gotta stop doing this and do this. Cause fuck this shit. No. Somebody here though, you dodged a bullet, and I love it for you. Because how much are you going to let a person break you down until you say, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I see that's who you are. I see you're not willing to change. And no matter how many sweet lies you tell me, you may change for a week or 2 or 3 or a month. You back doing the same shit. So at some point, you got to be like, you're back. Babe, you are so worried about me. It's just, it's actually kind of like obsession. I thought you disappeared. You're back. You like the energy, huh? This what this is? Is that what this is? Okay. Let me see something. Let me see what season this person is in their life. But I mean, it's pretty fucking self-explanatory. Don't let somebody use you for your body. Don't let somebody, you can't complain about a person coming and having sex with you or laying down with you or whatever the get up is, right? And you're giving them free reign and free access to your body. How do you expect them to give you, a person ain't gonna want the milk if they got the whole cow? So it's just this energy of somebody feel like, yes, this happy ending is entitled to me, but realistically, as long as you give this person access to you, they're not going to want shit with you but what you're giving them. Why would I put a ring on it and I can get everything from the relationship? Why would I do that? Shit, you fucking me? You cooking, you cleaning, or you're the provider? Why do I have any reason to put a ring on it? I'm comfortable where we at. And the person is not going to move their feet as long as they're comfortable. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Exactly. Thank you for correcting me. So it's just this energy, like, I really feel bad for this person because their self-love is so low. And they keep giving them access to their body, but then they shocked that their body ain't enough to keep them there. It's a new day, too many great cheap options. Hey, thank you. You know, so, I mean, at the end of the day, listen, we all learn self-love in our own ways, and I will never down a person's journey or what they have to go through to get here. I would never down that, because we all know, like, let's just see. Where is this person that currently on their journey right now? They got some blessings coming in, some ships coming in, but it feels like a lot of shit is being blocked because at the end of the day, they have an energy vampire. This is an energy vampire. A person will suck the life out of you, suck the personality out of you. You will look up, you won't know yourself. You will look up the shit you used to like, you start changing. It starts with those little changes and then it turns into major changes and then it's that people-pleasing complex. And somebody is sucking the life out of a person, but not only the life out of the person, the blessings out of a person too. So if they came in this bitch abundant, they not leaving this bitch abundant. She's speaking facts. Thank you. Like, no. That's why you see some people, they look way worse when they get out of, I'm talking about acne. They got the fucking bags under their eyes. They look so drained. And that's how you know if a person's really happy in their relationship or not, because no matter how much you try to put makeup on or put it on in public like you happy, baby, that natural face tell it all. It tells it all. You will know a person is draining a person just by looking at them like, damn, they sucking the life out of you, babe. And then how they act. And then you know into a person's relationship problems how insecure the partner is. Granted, some people come in that bitch carrying trauma. I'm not talking about this type of situation. This situation is they made this person was probably already insecure, and the more they caught them cheating, the more insecure they became. The more they caught them lying, the more insecure they became. And you can look at somebody and just realize they don't want their partner looking at nobody, texting nobody, talking to the other sex. But there's because there's been cheating thereof. So you could look at somebody and like, damn, they sucked the life out of you. Damn, you were so vibrant and glowy. And I am in touch with they can try. They've been trying for about a good 6 months now. But I know that was God's got for me. And then a person in this world going to change that shit. But they can block your blessings if you're dealing with the wrong person. They can't take them, no. They can siphon off your energy and manifest off your blessings, yes. They can use your sexual energy, especially if we're talking about a woman. You use your womb to manifest, and you're letting something in your womb. Hi. Hi, girl. How are you today? And thank you, Tarad. How have you been? I'm sorry, I should have acknowledged that. Thank you for removing whatchamacallit. So yes, you can look at a person and see that they not being treated right in the relationship they in. Because they look drained the longer they stay in it. They lack motivation, they tired all the time, and they just start to change themselves. No, they cannot. Yes, you can. You can look at somebody and see. If a person go into a situation and they glowy, they vibrant, they happy, and then they get in a relationship and that light starts to die, then they start to look drained. They start to lose weight and or put on weight. Everybody grieve different because some people start to eat more, some people don't eat or eat less. You can tell when a person is not being treated right in a relationship. You can tell by their insecurities and how they moving about behind that person. You can tell it all. You can see how drained the person look. Like, damn, they sucked the light out of you. You was so happy. What happened to you? Or if you can't, then it's just the more healing work you do, it's going to be so easy to see through it. And it's going to be easy to see through people. All right, where else are they at? Thank you. Being ordinary, like I said, somebody, this is just genuinely a factor of somebody tries to be like the people that they're around. Somebody grew up seeing people tolerating cheating. They grew up seeing people sweep shit under the rug. This could be mother, grandparent energy where somebody literally was conditioned. Sorry, y'all, my dog. Somebody literally was conditioned by seeing their parents. Like, okay, imagine growing up in a family dynamic where there's cheating there, there's chaos, there's arguing, but they make that shit work. And they count the years over the disrespect. We've been married for 15 to 20 years. We're happy, but you've seen all the cracks and flaws behind the scenes into their relationship. You've seen every time your mom accepted him cheating, or father, because it can go both ways, genuinely. I'm not really putting a role on this, or not role, a gender on this, but you've seen every time your mom crashed out or dad crashed out behind the scenes behind them cheating, knowing they don't accept it, but they just stay for the kids, right? You see that growing up, and parents don't realize how much conditioning that can do to their kid. Their kid seeing them stay in a toxic relationship, an abusive relationship. The kid may grow up and say, you know, abuse is wrong, right? But the kid may think, as long as the motherfucker's not physically hitting me, it's okay. I'm not being abused. I can make it work. And they can go into a relationship where there's emotional abuse, financial abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse. They can go into a situation, but they're looking at it like, as long as he's not putting his hands on me, we can make it work. Some parents don't realize the conditioning of what they do, and that their kid is looking at them as a pinnacle of what type of partner to go out and get and how that partner is supposed to treat them, right? Said facts. Yeah, cooking, right? So then they get older and they get in these relationships, and they self-love is shocked. Because how the fuck can mama teach you how to love yourself if mama didn't love herself? Because if she loved herself, she would have got the fuck. Kid, no kid, I don't give a damn. Marriage, no marriage, I'm out. But the mama can't teach the kids self-love, or the father, because look at the shit that they're accepting. So the kids already set up for fucking failure in the future. Because you lack self-love thereof. Or I grew up seeing my mom put her self-love on the back burner, or father, to make shit work just because there was kids, or just because we've been married for 15 years. We're happy. They see them go to the cookouts, put that image on of they're very fucking happy. But the kids seen everything that transpired behind the scenes and knows realistically they're crumbling behind the scenes. They ain't slept in the same bed since 2018. It depends on if you guys are in a mutual agreement about that. But a person can use that as a form of financial abuse. Thank you. Yeah, I'm cold. I'm cold, so I'm gonna put my robe on. I'm actually cold. So this is this energy, genuinely, where somebody here was conditioned to see this shit growing up. could have seen their parent out cheating and then saw them, that same parent go home and lie that they weren't cheating. I think love is overrated. Every situation is temporary. I don't think that. I think that you learn a bunch of lessons that reflect back trauma that you needed to heal to get you to that kingdom spouse. But as long as you tolerate low-hanging fruit, you'll never get to the high-hanging fruit. You'll never know how good love can get. And that there's good people out there, there's loyalty out there. But as long as I keep holding on to this, why block my blessing holding on to somebody else's blessing? Because it may not be a blessing to you. Or it once was a blessing to you. But why am I holding on to something that's no longer a blessing and it's turning into just lessons? To the point where I'm blocking my blessings. I'm tainting my view on my blessings going forward. No, fuck that. Learn your lessons. And then you can get to them high-hanging fruit, you know? But as long as you keep that mentality, that's all you're going to attract. Okay? Well, that's just my perspective. But this is what this is. That's why I don't really idolize those couples that been together 50 plus, 20 plus years, 15 plus years, because you just never know what's going on behind the scenes in them dynamics. Granted, some people, they stayed apart, they stayed loyal. Hard times could have just looked like financial hardship and they made it through shit like that. But I don't know. That's why you can't idolize everybody's relationship, because you just never know what's going on behind the scenes. You never know the hardships of what's going on behind the scenes. You just never know. And ultimately, it's sad because this is the way a person was conditioned. That no matter what a person do, love looks like being there, people pleasing, going against your wants, your needs, and going against what your body craves, heart, mind, body, soul craves. Love looks like being there no matter what. Love is that ride or die energy. It's sad because that's somebody's conditioning. I was just thinking about that today. You hear about people divorcing after 20 years or 30 years. That's crazy work. Because what you got to know is at the end of the day, you may sweep this shit under the rug today, right? And then you keep doing the sweeping. At the end of the day, that rug gonna get too big and all that shit gonna come out. You can't keep sweeping shit under the rug, because then it's gonna create cracks into the foundation that you're building. And at some point, it's gonna be like, okay, now we need to face this. But this other person looking like you kept taking me back, so what is there to face? And it is selfish. That's selfish. At the end of the day, if you know you're not in the head capacity of forgiving somebody and that you're gonna hold this over that person's head, and you can't take responsibility of your own healing work. No, you can't take responsibility of what that person did. But if I'm taking somebody back, I need to forgive them so then we can move forward and have a peaceful, thriving relationship. Because you did the damage, I have to fix the damage that you've caused. And once again, you cannot have somebody that broke you fix you. It don't work like that. The person that broke you is not going to be the person that fixes you. That's the person that reflected back the lessons that you had to do. Some situations, yes, y'all fix each other. But I digress. And this situation is it's just a sad situation, because that's really how somebody came up. It's what they seen, and that's a moral they stand on. So that outside influences can't really influence them on their relationship. This the type of energy they friends that tell them that shit is not good for you, let it go. They be like, listen, we're married, or we got kids, or we're married with kids, and a relationship is about fixing it. Like, we should just go to counsel and fix this problem. That person, if a person's cheating, it's personal. Somebody probably got raped, which is why they are so fucking promiscuous, because people handle rape differently. It could be something going on internally with that person. And you going to therapy thinking, let's fix the problem, when they need to fix the fucking problems within themselves. So the real fixing is done by one's own self, I'm assuming. Yeah. When it's over, it's over. Yeah. So you have to fix yourself. And then you got to look back at yourself as to, why do I keep dealing with this? And realistically, it's because of somebody's conditioning. And then the conditioning on the other end was somebody seeing somebody be a player. Somebody seeing somebody cheating on their partner, cheating on their mama, cheating on their father. They seen this shit growing up. So they already got the mentality of, ain't nothing out here loyal, because the people that were supposed to teach me what this idea of love was ain't even loyal to each other. So it's like conditioning here. Somebody's coming out of conditioning. So to be like everybody else, fuck that. Everybody, you just don't let nobody convince you to stay into something that's miserable. It's who you. Trying to be like somebody else, you'll fall into a trap. Or try to compare your relationship to that 50-year relationship. Like, yeah, we could just get there. Like, enlightenment. Somebody's going through an enlightenment. Wisdom. Somebody here don't really got the wisdom for this, though. Like, they don't really know no better. They never really put forth the effort of getting wiser out this situation. This the type of energy where they friends will be like, that's not for you. Like, they keep cheating on you. Why do you keep running back? And they're not going to listen to their friends. Thank you. They're not. No. So it's like they got some type of wisdom there, but it's not all the way there yet. They ain't learned all the lessons they need to. What do you mean? Theory, but not in practice. Can you elaborate that? Because I don't know what you mean by that. It works in theory, but not in practice. What does that mean? This is this energy. At the end of the day, it just seems like two people met each other to reflect back healing work that they needed to work on. This is what it seemed like. Genuinely. They both are reflecting back childhood traumas that they have yet to heal. Yep, this is what this is. This is a karmic connection. Karmic connections, people saw, you hear karmic connection this, karmic connection that, but karmic connections are the things that mold a person to be who they are and teach them a lot of lessons. Do you hear me? Most relationships are toxic. That's why I choose to stay away from them. Not all. There's healthy relationships, but be ready to catch that healthy relationship when it comes. Healthy relationships are not comfortable. They hold your ass accountable. They see the shit. They see into the shit you ain't did. The healing work you ain't did. It's a lot that comes with a healthy relationship. And it could be uncomfortable, which is why people run back to all they know, which is toxicity. You know? But realistically, this just is a teaching. Somebody could have a mom or a dad. They be like, make that shit work with your child's mom, child's father, in your marriage. Knowing damn well this kid miserable. But it's generational. They were miserable in their marriage, or they were miserable, but they made that shit work for the kids. What if you are so used to toxicity that you wouldn't know how to handle a healthy relationship? Never mind, you answered it well. My intuition be on the money. So it's just healing work you need to do. That's really what it boiled down to. People think karmic relationships are bad, but they're not bad. It's a catalyst for you to grow. It's not something you should hold on to and try to take into your blessing season and try to take like, this is my kingdom spouse. No. No. That's why you see this shit like this crumbling. It's just room for a person to grow. And realistically, this is what this sounds like. It's just room for a person to genuinely grow. Both of them got childhood trauma they need to heal. And it's being reflected back like a fucking mirror to each other. Let me get some tarot. This is what this is. So it's like somebody ain't outgrew this cycle yet. No, they haven't. Meaning you can find a true unconditional love, saying that everyone have sometime or something that could change the dynamic of the relationship. I think that you can find a true unconditional love. Yes, I do. But I feel like it's that point of you really need to learn your lessons, because you don't want to fumble what divine is trying to bring into your life. Your kingdom spouse. You fumble that shit operating out of a toxic mentality, operating out of an unhealed space. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about younger you and you being naive to relationships. You don't really know manipulation tactics and shit like that. And think about if you would have got your kingdom spouse in that season of being your younger self, right? You probably would have fumbled that shit because you was naive to love. But then when you go through so much hardship when it comes to love, when you get that kingdom spouse and you learn all your lessons, you gonna cherish that shit. Do you hear me? Cherish it, because you're like, I know how rare it is out here to find somebody that's loyal. That's rare. I know how rare that is because I know the dating scene is shitty. It's piranhas and you might catch a good fish. I just saw a video and they was talking about throwing shit in the trash, and it's like, be happy you took yourself out the fucking trash, babe. Because even the trash get a good steak here and there. Get a full steak. Do you hear me? So just, it's this energy. Somebody here is just conditioned to this shit. They stand with what they know, you know, versus what's best for them. And or they feel like all they know is what's best for them. Like how you talk, you have a good head on your shoulders, definitely makes sense. Thank you. Most karmic relationships are very toxic. They are. But it's to reflect it back. What if you saw your mom crashing out or dad crashing out, breaking windows and punching walls and shit? That kid's going to grow up to think, that's what love is? You don't realize how much damage you do to your kid until they grow older, and you see the type of partners they choose. You see the type of bullshit they accept, and you trying to give that same kid advice and they watch you do the complete opposite. So let's say, or somebody here could have a parent that's like, yeah, no, walk away from that person. They don't mean you well. And the kid seeing you literally deal with a motherfucker for years, their whole upbringing. They saw you dealing with the same shit and they like, look at the coffee kettle calling the cup something black. I can't remember the fucking thing. Basically, there is no unconditional love, and every relationship runs its course, and the ones that do last are really ready for evolution and growth. I don't think that's true, because I feel like relationships are going to run its course, yes. But when you meet that person that divine has ordained for you, it's different. Y'all going to grow together. Healthy love, y'all grow together. You're going to have your separate things that you grow, but healthy love is also going to trigger aspects in you that you did not grow. So it's either you're going to step up to the plate and start to grow things about yourself within self in order to make this work in a healthy way, not toxicity. I am not talking about toxic dynamics, collective. But healthy love is gonna, let's say a person is used to being undervalued, and then you did so much self-love work and you come into a situation where they show you they value you. That's gonna trigger that inner child you or that old you that was so undervalued, because it's like, okay, are you valuing me because you want something? It's gonna trigger you to grow aspects of yourself. It's like, oh, my bad, my cat, he's licking himself. It's going to trigger certain aspects because you built up a defense mechanism based off of the toxic dynamics that you've been in. However your childhood was, that shit is going to trigger you. You hear me? But when you're in those relationship dynamics, it's a factor of, okay, am I going to use this as a catalyst to grow? Because this person is showing up in ways that I'm not used to and it's triggering? Or am I going to cop out and run away from it? It's two different things, two different people. Your children are all the unconditional love source you'll ever need. I think that there's love out there. There's unconditional love out there for sure. I do. Because love is life, living on value energy, and life is love in full effect. So what's life without love, I just think that you got to go through the bad apples. You got to learn your lessons. It's a lot of shit that comes in place. So then, further down the line with more generations is, if your kids see you dealing with a healthy dynamic, they see a healthy example of what love is, they're not going to chase behind toxic shit. Or if they get in a toxic relationship, they're not going to be there long, because they're like, hell no, I want where my mama and daddy at. You hear me? I want what I seen growing. Like, no, fuck that. But kids can also notice when the foundation got cracks in it and you putting that shit on and acting like y'all happy. And then guess what your kid gonna do when they get older? They're gonna get in a relationship and act like they happy, and you can advise them to leave, but all they know and all they seen growing up was their parents acting like they was happy and acting like everything was cool, even though it's breaking them. But Mr. Make You Act Right gonna challenge you to be your best self and won't accept anything less. Exactly. You hear me? It's strong love. Exactly. It's not forced growth, but it's the type of growth that a person need and want and craved. Your soul been craving this healthy love. So when you get it, don't fumble it because it's uncomfortable. Toxic love ain't gonna force you to grow because they benefit off of your brokenness. They benefit off of you lacking boundaries. They benefited off of a lot. So toxic love ain't gonna expect much out of you. They're gonna take you as you are. Healthy love is like, nah, we hold shit accountable over here. You're gonna grow. We're not doing that. We're not gonna play that this is just me game. No. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Women causes most of the problems in the relationship and don't accept accountability. That's why the self-love journey is so important, because you hold yourself accountable when it comes to a lot. I'm not saying the average woman, yes, they lack accountability like a motherfucker, but a relationship can't thrive off of one person being accountable and the other person ain't. Because you'll never see your flaws. Now, it's one thing to be in a dynamic and you're holding yourself accountable and you're doing shit to actively grow, and that's the problem, because now they're reflecting on the problem and I'm trying to fix the problem. It's another thing where it's like, yeah, a person avoid accountability and they can't see the problem that they contributing at all until the relationship is over. And some still don't see it even after the relationship is over. But that's why that journey with self is very important, because I can hold myself accountable. I know my shortcomings and I'm working on my shortcomings. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm not going to sit here and paint this picture of, no, women are accountable. Not all are. But the healed ones are. Why do you think people run from them? The ones that's doing the healing work, they are accountable. They're going to hold themselves accountable. But if I'm holding myself accountable, best believe I'm going to hold that ass accountable too. Don't duck accountability when the shoe is on you. When the shoe is on the other foot, don't duck that shit. Because not only women, yes, women don't, I feel like an unhealed person avoids accountability, because there's men out here that avoid accountability. And the truth could be in their eye, in their fucking face, and they'll still lie. It's a factor of if you did the work or not. I don't believe in happy wife, happy life. I believe in happy men, and it's God's plan. I believe both people need to be happy internally, and y'all gonna bring a lot of happiness into that situation. I don't believe one person's happiness should be neglected for another person to be happy. That's not your person. I don't believe in that. Both people have to be happy in a dynamic. But you cannot put your happiness in another person's hand, because if they walk away, they take their happiness with them. That's what I believe in. All right, hear me out. Majority of everything that we have believed growing up has changed since we got older. Best perspective. So why is love different? Because a lot of people pick up defense mechanisms when it comes to love from being hurt. And if they avoid the healing, they operate based off of those defense mechanisms. A lot of people come from homes where they never really had a good example of what love was. And granted, their perspective changed, but sometimes it takes for you to literally walk into the shit, bump your head to learn from it, right? A lot of people don't learn from seeing shit. And especially as a kid, those are the first examples of what love is. So if mommy walked away, chose self-love, or daddy did, that's going to show the kid that, I'm going to love me versus tolerate just anything. And then they see mommy or daddy get in a stepdaddy, stepfather, stepmother situation, and that stepfather respects the mom, loves the mom down, and or the other way around with the father, right? That kid perception of love will be different than seeing two parents just making that shit work. You get what I'm saying? So yes, people's perspective change, but if you crack an egg and you keep stepping on that bitch, you can't put that bitch back together. That's how somebody's perception is. When you're conditioned to something and then you start to attract those relationships because it's supposed to help you heal what you've been going through and what you've seen. But instead of using that as a catalyst to grow, some people victimize themselves and then they move off of their trauma. That's why you got the people that be on social media like, all men ain't shit. All bitches ain't shit. But realistically, they didn't use that as a catalyst to grow. They more so victimized themselves and avoided, dodged the accountability, dodged the growth in the situation. And that's why they perceptive is so flawed when it comes to love. Perspective is so flawed when it comes to love. So that's why you bump into a motherfucker and it's like, damn, you wear trauma on your back, honey. And then another person come in and try to fix that person, help that person, and that person end up hurting that person because they never did the work. Either get your shit together or part ways, because somebody gonna feel slighted. Eventually that grows resentment. Exactly. Just waking up. You just awakened. No, I mean more so in the sense of there are unconditional love out there. When we was little, we believed that to be true. Why is it that everything else that we believe since we was that same age is not? Because, okay, let's say I got a parent that you believe unconditional love is true as a kid. You taught to tolerate certain shit and you grow older and you could realize that your parents never really truthfully unconditionally loved you. They loved you under certain conditions, right? Then you start to realize that the morals and the principles and the values of what your parents passed down was broken. They never did the work. They just put themselves into parenting and hid behind that label. Are you following me? We'll pick this up on a private section. I got you. True, but we still believe in unconditional love. We do. But some people don't. And that's why a person that believes in unconditional love, it can be shattered by a person that don't believe in it, because that turns into a person trying to humble a person, teach a person a lesson. Do you hear me? Trying to hurt them. And then it's like they're shattering them. And they try to teach them. I dealt with a lover like that. And he was like, I'm just trying to teach you so people don't take advantage of you. Meanwhile, he was taking advantage of me. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not that. It's just a factor of what we allow in that can change your mentality on a lot. And it's also a factor of what we go through, how we handle that trauma. It's a lot of factors that ties into that. But you know, I love our conversations because we just always got different, we bounce different perspectives off of each other, and I respect that. I choose love me. You choose to love you. That's it. That's all. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay. Somebody here don't get like, or somebody here is starting to recognize somebody as their lover. Give somebody the recognition that they deserve type energy. Because somebody here just been carrying so much burden, responsibility. Somebody carry their stress and make it look good. They don't show their stress. If they face the blockages, if they're facing blockages, you won't really know with this person because they're going to figure that shit out. Respectfully. Somebody lost faith in something a long time ago. Like somebody here get frustrated, they're walking away because they recognize something. I just think it's a factor of divine exposed. So yes, this person played games with you, collective. But how do you know motherfuckers out here really love themselves, really run a strict program until you bump into a motherfucker that do? You could be a person that's like, yeah, I love myself. And then you see them tolerate any and everything to be with you. Until you meet a motherfucker that's like, hell no, not me. And they walk away. I may love you, but I don't love you more than I love me, and I can walk the fuck away. Do you hear me? This is this energy where somebody's recognizing what healthy love looks like, what toxic love looks like, what real self-love looks like, what putting that shit on and acting like you love yourself looks like. So this is this. Thank you. I'm cold. I'm really cold. Collective. Thank you. Lionsgate blessings overflow. Little, thank goodness they finally arrived for us, right? So this is this energy where somebody's just realizing that, damn, I've been doing this all wrong. Damn, I've been accepting shit that I'm familiar with, and that shit ain't good for me. Image killed real. Exactly. And you know how I was just talking about, you okay? Y'all, my cat, he gets the zoomies at this time. And I was just talking about, it's one thing to put that shit on and think you real, right? It's another thing to have real in the room with you and realize, damn, I'm not as real as I thought I was. This is this energy. I'm going to caption it that. Somebody's realizing, there's a lot of shit wrong with me I got to fix. Because ain't no way they walked away from me. And did. And will again. Your channel is very special to our Mia's family. Can you give a shout out to my brother who is battling cancer? His name is Dixon Myas. Did I say that right? Shout out to you. And he needs to take Shang Light Soursop leaves, get the soursop fruit. Black seed oil is another one I'm missing. A black seed castor oil. It's another one I'm missing. Also, before he actually starts taking that, he needs to do a parasite cleanse. Then he needs to do a colon cleanse, because a lot of illnesses and diseases really comes from what's sitting in your colon, the parasites that's in you. That you're welcome. I'm trying to tell you how to help him heal this shit. Fuck what the doctors is talking about. A lot of people don't die from cancer. They die from radiation poisoning. Okay? You know, that purple rug look good as fuck on you. Thank God. Throw away the whole person. What? Don't say that, Key. Vibe check. What? Don't say what? How real are you? Good question. Exactly. You never know how real you are until real really come into the room. And they make you question everything. Like, damn, I thought I was being real. I thought. And he also needs to do a metal cleanse. But he really, the main thing he needs to focus on is getting them parasites out of him. If he's a meat eater, vegetables, fruit, all that shit comes with parasites. So you're supposed to do parasite cleanse. Every other country does that. We don't. And we're the country with the most heart disease and the most cancer. Do you hear me? So that's what he needs to work on. Cleanse that shit out his colon, out his system. Then he needs to work on the other herbs I told him, because that's going to attack the cancer cells. That's going to attack everything. Don't say that. It's just a joke. He's trying to get you to say, oh. As he says, she asked you don't to say that. That's what you, oh. Girl, I thought they meant Key, girl. Oh, oh my goodness. That's what that is? Thank you, collective. Y'all don't have me looking stupid out here. I love y'all. But why would you come on here playing about something like that? Y'all, my cat got the zoomies. What you not going? Truth and fairness in Genesis. Enlightenment. Yeah, somebody's kind of enlightening. Somebody's kind of facing the truth, but they still not. Okay? I told you not to say it. Thank you. Y'all, thank you. Thank you. I love my collective because y'all try to keep me from looking stupid. Y'all do. Thank you. I said it. Girl, I said it. Disregard that. And law of attraction very much exists. Why is you wishing that on our brother that don't exist? And even if he don't exist, you still speaking that shit up. Like, why would you? Anyways, thank you, collective. Y'all be trying to keep me from looking stupid. Thank you. Somebody could be a Sagittarius here. Big Sag, not the little one. Somebody like Biggie, big Dominican, not the little one. Somebody could be Dominican. Yeah. Okay. 10-10 completion of a cycle. Somebody's walking away from something. Yeah, and then you give Shem a reading. I know, girl. I'm telling her how to be Cancer and all that. Like, the Cancer part is totally legit. We'll take the advice. But don't try to make me look like a fool. Thank you, girl. He got me. He got me. I said it. Somebody's walking away from something. Somebody could be religious here. Somebody want to get a offer to something. They feel like it's a 10 of cups. I just feel like somebody here is like, I don't know. They know how to pick them, collective. Okay, this is this energy of, they scope out an insecure person, right? Or a person that's more so needy, got a lot of burdens, they stressed out, and they feel like they'll deal with anything to have that assistance there, right? This is this energy. They met a motherfucker that was real on their self-love journey. Real about what they stood for. Stood on business. Do you? This is this energy. I may carry burdens. I may carry stress. Make that shit look like I ain't stressed. I may do whatever the fuck I'm gonna do. Okay? But one thing you're not gonna do is come in my energy and play in my fucking face. I was making shit shake before you, and I can make shit shake after you. And this is this energy. Somebody's just realizing that you may think you're real because of what you got. But baby, I'm gonna show you what real character looks like. And real character looks like me getting the fuck up out of here because you thought you could play in my fucking face. Real character looks like I'm not finna accept anything to have everything. Baby, I could go out and get that shit on my own. And even if I can't get it today, I'm gonna get it eventually. Don't get it twisted. This is this energy. So that's why somebody respects the person that more so walked away. And that's why they looking at them like a 10 of cups. They could build a family with somebody. They feel like this could be a long-lasting success with somebody because they respect the person that chose self over the person that stayed. It's unfortunate. She reminds me of my mom. Well, she sounds like a wonderful, intelligent, wise woman. Somebody here want to invest into somebody. Somebody views somebody is very intuitive too. Somebody could be a Pisces. Somebody could be an Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus here. A water sign, Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Yeah. She's just strict, that's all. Exactly. Strict program versus you could do anything over there. Nah. And somebody brought their ass from doing everything over there and thought they could do that same program on that strict person that genuinely love themselves. Even if I played the fool for a little bit, baby, what you got to know is I'm going to move around. You ain't going to see that shit coming because I don't got to move around loud and extravagant and prove a point. I moved around because I learned my lesson. It's this energy. I was joking with you because I recognized you and you know me. Oh, yeah? Oh. Well, you got me. You got me. I ain't mad. You got me. What you know me from? Since snack money. Somebody's just trying to manifest you, collective. Whoever you are. Somebody do feel like you're talkative. You could get aggressive. Or somebody has been dealing with aggressive energy. Restlessness. Somebody ain't been getting no sleep, honey. They ain't got no sleep. Sleep ain't been good since they fucked you over. That's why you can't play with everybody, because everybody can't be played with. Some people ancestors is taking record. You can't play with everybody, honey. You may could have played with them, with that karmic over there. But a person that's intuitive, evolved. Somebody's religious. You can't play with everybody. You're Mike. Hi, Mike. He got the zoomies. Please don't bother that door, Absy. Get from back there. You're not finna get a thing up. You can't play with everybody. Some ancestors count tears. Some ancestors count actions. And they say, oh, no, I'm finna show you every action has a consequence. Every action has a reaction. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Kitty Collector. So this is this energy. Somebody thought they could play with you. And they're fucking around and finding out what playing with you got them. Now they trying to manifest you and shit. Yeah, baby. Big spiritual status, not the little one. You see spirit trying to tell you, get away from there. Who, me? Yeah, somebody want to get a chariot somewhere else. No shade, no tea. This is FAFO timeline. And yes. See, people think people get away with doing people wrong. Oh, they manipulated you. Oh, your heart hurted. You had to walk away from a situation. Oh, they was fucking on somebody in their past and they thought they was going unscathed. Even if you didn't know or you did know. If you found proof or you didn't find proof. When you walked away from the situation, somebody figuring the fuck out. Nothing goes unseen in the spiritual realm. And you may feel like you got to away with that shit in the physical. But if that person's spiritually protected, baby, you ain't get away with a goddamn thing. The shit just caught up to you quicker, if anything. No, the pup spirit speak through animals, don't they? Because he got the zoom age child. He doom, 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 doom. And he play. You back at it again. And proof went Mick. Exactly. You never lied. We got the zoomies, child. Somebody's a Cancer here. Heavy water and earth signs. We got air signs. So this could be an all-sign reading. The only thing that ain't come out fully was fire signs. So earth signs is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, somebody's changing their direction. Somebody is coming towards a person they feel like is about their money. Very truthful, practical with what they do, intelligent. They feel like you could be charming. You're back. Y'all see this? His obsession with me. It's not healthy. Obsession don't look good on you, babe. And they feel like somebody's just very generous here. Obsession don't look good on you, babe. We don't do that. Girl, he's been dipping in and out my life saying it. It don't look good on you. I thought you were gone somewhere. So yeah, this is what this is. Somebody here want to change their direction. That's what this is. But yes, girl, FAFO season. Yeah, they feel like something gives them a deeper meaning. It puts them more in alignment. Somebody's very selfless, optimistic, leap of faith. I'm telling you, somebody really wanted to change their direction. They respect the person that walked away. If anything, it made them want that person more versus the person that stayed. I'm just being honest, okay? Somebody feels like somebody gives them deeper meaning. When you're used to dealing with surface level, superficial, toxic, unhealed connections, when you meet something that's more not surface level, but more deeper, it make you view love and things that you tolerate differently. And when you get a caliber of a person that's rare, a high vibrational being, you can never really go back to toxicity because you know how healthy feels like. So it's like, I don't know, it could breed resentment because it's like you want something out of a person that they just mentally is not capable of giving you. A person don't love themselves, they're just not capable of giving you that. Somebody could be born in October, somebody can be born in December. The 9th is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. We got July energy out here, and 4 again, I think that's April, January, February, March, April. Yes, April. Somebody could be born on the 4th, the 10th, the 12th, the 1st, the 2nd, the 19th, the 17th, the 9th, the 14th of a month, the 11th of a month. This could be life path numbers, birthdays, months. Take it genuinely how it resonate. But what I'm seeing here is, or somebody could have a kid that's 1, 2, 4, 7, 9, or 10. They're ending this karmic cycle because they W. Look, confirmation again. Another confirmation just popped up. At the end of the day, listen. When you meet somebody that holds you to a certain caliber, they show you that you deserve more than what you've been accepting and picking up. But they also show you that I'm not going to accept anything less than what I'm pouring. I'm not going to accept half-ass love. I'm not going to accept you half-ass showing up. It's either you're all in or all out. It gives a person a different perception because when you're used to a person letting you do anything, sometimes some people crave discipline. I'm not saying that somebody got to be somebody's babysitter. No. I'm not saying I'm not telling nobody to look over a person. No, I'm not saying that at all. Because at the end of the day, keep your strict program. It's just a factor of, damn, I think I found my person. I think I found my person because, damn, how they left like a thief in the fucking night was so fucking smooth. Damn, I thought I was smooth. Like last time we talked, everything was cool. Now I'm blocked. Like somebody realizing that they found their person. She not willing to deal with my bullshit. Damn. I don't like it, but I like it. Or the more they heal. Like somebody here, you could have, or whoever this other person is, they could have triggered this person into healing. You could realize the people life you come into, you trigger them. And then it's either they go down spiral or up spiral. You trigger them to heal. You trigger them to want more. Trigger them to crave peace more. Show them what peace looks like in the dynamic. And ultimately, the more they heal, the less attracted they are to these toxic things. And that's why they want this person too. Regardless of how the situation panned out, somebody just feels like somebody give them purpose, or somebody feel like they didn't have a purpose for a while. They didn't know their purpose, but then they met a person. It's all starting to make a lot of sense now. Like, you gave me purpose. Like, purpose and peace hit different, honey, than chaos and confusion. So take it how it resonates. Somebody feel like they could make a lot of accomplishments with you. Y'all could build so much inheritance for furthermore generations. Somebody feels like y'all could live a luxury lifestyle together. 444, somebody's very protected. I said somebody's protected, honey. They couldn't play with you if they wanted to. What else? So this is this energy. Somebody just respect the fact that you hit different. What can I say? Your energy hit different, honey. Think of a person that got a lot of money, right? So they got a lot of women that flock to them. They deal with anything. I'm talking about they willing to do poly, even though that's not what they want. They willing to accept anything. A person doing anything. You can go out and cheat. It's an open door policy here, right? But that person meets somebody that's not willing to deal with that shit. It's not an open door policy. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. It shows them different. Like, I was used to people loving me for what I can do. Now I'm seeing what it looks like when a person loves me for me. When they expect more of me than accept financial stability. That's just an example, okay? So somebody here is realizing that they reaping karma because they did they love her like this. They love you, whoever you are. They do. They went through an awakening about who their lover is. They went through an awakening about the bad choices in love that they chose. Somebody went through an awakening about why they're reaping karmic debt because of the decisions, the manipulation, the disloyalty they did, and the actions they took towards a different lover. Yeah, this is what this is. Somebody here is in FAFO season, like, damn, I know what this is tied to. Damn, I actually love that person. Like, damn, why would I do them like that? So I mean, I just think this is a factor of somebody learned the hard way. You can't play with everybody. That's what this is. Somebody learned the hard way that somebody here was really an important person in their life, and they played with it and put a person, I'm not going to say they're not important in their life because they were a catalyst to their growth. But somebody here put a person that wasn't meant to be lifelong in the position of the person that was actually meant to be lifelong. Like somebody fumbled their kingdom spouse for a karmic lesson. Somebody's an FAFO like, damn, I know what this karma's tied to. Because ever since I played with whatchamacallit, shit ain't been right. Shit ain't been going good. It's this energy. It's this energy. And I'm not seeing witchcraft down. I'm not seeing that. It's just a factor of somebody is holding themselves accountable and they know exactly why certain shit is playing out the way it is in their life. They know. Because they know ever since they played with you, that's exactly what it been. Sorry. Somebody knows. They're like, damn. And then they realize they love a person, not that the person ain't even around them. Also, one more. They know that they misrepresented themselves when it came to you. And it's like, this person would have pushed me more into my purpose. If anything, somebody could be a Gemini, a Libra. What is this? Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So outside read. Somebody here is up worrying about you at night now. Worrying changes nothing, decides your next step. Somebody's anxiety has a lot of anxiety. They feel hopeless. They in victim mode right now. They need to get the fuck up out of that shit. Because when you're in victim mode, it halts growth. Because instead of why me, how can I solve this shit? Instead of why me, how did I put myself in this shit? How can I get myself out this shit? What can I learn from this shit? Instead of why me. You hear me? A platonic friend said I would never be in a healthy relationship, so I got rid of him. Then boom, my other half appeared true and sincere. I love it. I love it for you. As you should. Divine got a way of humbling people and proving people wrong. Like, don't do that fucking witchery on my baby. That was witchcraft out of his mouth. Or her mouth. Confirmation? speaking ill over your dating life. He said, that's what we not finna do, babe. So, I mean, listen, somebody feel captive in the decisions that they made. Somebody knows why certain shit is happening in their life and why it's going down like that and why that lover moving like that they chose. They know. It's very self-explanatory. It was just a matter of time for it to catch up to a person. But I feel like realistically, they feel like, damn, I met my person. Like, she can handle me or he can handle me. Like, god damn, I can't get away with shit. She ain't going. She'll walk away like, ugh, self-love look good on you. Some people tell you what they believe for themselves. Yeah, that's true. Projection. Beautiful, ain't she? Y'all both are beautiful. When they give it out, give it back, okay? I'm like rubber, you're like glue. Everything you send, speak, bounce off of me and sticks to you, baby. So this is this energy. Genuinely, somebody knows, yeah, they heartbroken. Because the bitter truth, a harsh truth is better than a soft lie. Somebody going through pain right now. Somebody is more religious. So somebody could be spiritual, somebody could be religious. And y'all try to make that shit work. Take it how it resonate. I could be talking about two religious people, two spiritual people. Just genuinely take it how it work, how it resonate, okay? Somebody's just realizing that this separation is really causing them heartbreak. So what they realize they loved you at is the separation, and like they're actually going through heartbreak through this separation. That's where how a person really realized they loved the person. See, they was taking advantage of you when you was there, but now that the person's presence is no longer there, energy ain't no longer in the room, it's hitting them. Yeah. Like, damn, why does my heart feel this way that this person's not around? Do I actually love them? See, somebody misrepresented themselves, showed up different, moved different than what they really were. They tried to play with a person, so that's where the mixed emotions come in at too. Yeah. It's all bad over here in Karmicville. Not all bad. It's a lot of lessons getting learned. Ugh, I was just gonna say that. Okay. It's a lot of ass whoopers getting handed out. Spirit was taking names and whooping asses, okay? And kicking asses. Somebody know they can't play with you. Yeah. I know I love my collective. And thank you guys again for not having me look crazy out here, girl. But I kind of did because I read it. But y'all told me, don't read that. Don't read that. Thank you. I don't be doing some things. So y'all keep me up on my toes when it comes to certain things. So thank you. Thank you guys. I love y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. Last minute advice is, listen, you let people play with you, they gonna continue to play with you. I'm glad this isn't one of those stupid card live streams. Those people are so cringe. I'm reading cards. I guess I'm cringing you. Listen, you let people, and it's not a game. It's assistance, it's guidance. You're welcome. Thank you for being here, collective. You let people play with you, they're gonna play with you and play with you. And guess what? You're not gonna be their end goal. The person that you ever see, you see a lot of situations like that where they play with a person, they don't end up married to the person they play with. If they do end up married, that shit eventually ends. They go to the person that had enough respect to walk away from them. Not the person that played and let them do anything. And if they try to run back to you, it's just to see if they still got the same access to you. So this person looking at it like, as long as you come home, we good. This person looking at it like, damn, you still dumb over me. You still delusional. But I love it. You like it, I love it. You know? Don't ever let nobody play in your face, play on your top, and play with your self-love or your pH or your pingaling, okay? Ooh, what's this? My ding-a-ling, I want you to play. Anyway, somebody could listen to that song recently, or that was their shit growing up. You will know it. I ain't gonna sing it because it's very inappropriate. But shit, you begin giving him a read too. You gotta love a child at heart though. Never change that. You don't say that no more. Yeah. Oh, I love you guys. You know you'll see me again now. And you gotta know is they can't keep me away from y'all. But listen, somebody just got a lot of lessons to learn. Would you like a personal? Somebody, because I'm about to get off live. If you would like a live reading, I can do you a live read. But if you would like a personal, we can do that, okay? All I'm going to say is, listen. People will play with you as long as you allow. You set up the pinnacle of how people treat you. So as long as you tolerate disrespect, people are going to continue to disrespect you. As long as you tolerate neglect, people are going to continue to neglect you because I'm giving you exactly how you treat yourself, or I'm giving you exactly what you expect for yourself. So you can't really, how do you get a personal read? Okay, if you go to my YouTube description box, it's the Popal link. That's my digital business card from my socials to my business number to get in contact with me, okay? And ultimately, it's sad to say, this person is learning self-love in a very hard way. Very hard way. And then the other person, baby, keep kicking rocks and hitting the road, Jack, because ain't no sunshine when you gone, baby. I'm afraid, low-key. Why? It's just guidance. It's nothing bad. Nothing. It's just guidance, love. That's all. Don't be afraid of a little bit of guidance. It's what the soul needs. To the other person, baby, keep kicking rocks, okay? Keep running a strict program. Don't ever, you ain't make yourself easy to have a person. And that paid off. The other person made themselves easy and ultimately they got the worst of it. Because guess what? Some people come back and they try to see if they can run new cards, new games on you. Baby girl ain't wake up yet. Wait, she say, Mama, so cute. Enjoy your Lionsgate key. And Lou, thank you, and likewise. And you know, she didn't. She don't need to. She don't need to. I got shit to do still. What was I to say? God damn. Oh, some people try to come back and they try to see if they can still have access to you and see if they can still play with you in the same ways. But when you got a strict program, they know they either need to step up to the plate or get the fuck lost because it's nothing to cut you off. Baby, my chest could be hurt like a motherfucker, but I will cut you off though. And that's why you get people like this where it's like, damn, I really want that. And I want to do right. I want to heal so I could be the right person for that person. Not for the person that was broken. Because they're going to accept anything. And then the more they heal and grow, right? The person that accepted anything ain't going to really see the growth in them. Ain't going to appreciate it because they're used to the toxicity. Toxicity can be addictive. What is this fucking I miss you? That yearning to missing someone. Reminiscing. Toxicity can be addictive when that's all you know. And ultimately, when that person starts to change, when that other person's not changing, it's not something you want either. Because I'm changing and you not. Something gotta go. Okay, collective? I love you all. You hit me up, okay? Don't be scared. I love you all. Well, Mama on her way to greatness then, because she's strict. Gotta love the kids, okay? Because I gotta clean. It's a long night. Not really. I'm not gonna look at it like that. Sitting there snack money too. You are hilarious. I call all my energy and power back and I return yours back to you guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for being here for my old collective and my new collective that have joined. Keep being real. Shake up a fake bitch, a not real bitch world. Being real. Cause that's all you gonna do. Alright, man. Love you more, kiddo. Aww. You are the sunshine of my life. What is this song? I don't know. You don't know the songs that I'm channeling if it's for you. Okay? I love you guys so much. You guys have a grand night, a royal night, a rich night, a rich rising, a royal rising. Okay? Get some rest, collective. And keep being real. Don't change that character. Stand on business on who you is. The right people gon', up the antidote or they gon' be left in the dust. My only sunshine make me happy. Aww. But I love you guys, truthfully. And I'm gonna get up out of here because I got other things to do. So I'm like, let me get this shit on the road early so that I can tackle other things. I love y'all. Spiritual gang gang. Love, namaste. You know about this bitch. But I'll be back. You just ain't gonna know when. Like, share, comment, subscribe, turn your post notification bell button on so you don't miss a live. And you know, I'm gonna get up out of here. When skies are gray, never know, dear, how much I love you. Oh, that song is so sad. You know, she actually lost a kid. I used to sing it to my daughter until I seen the deeper meaning. I said, fuck no, I'm not manifesting this shit on my child. Hell no. I hope you have a good day. Thank you. Likewise, love. Hey, Bryce is on. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here, though. You know I gotta go. I'll shake a let though. Oh, oops. Yeah, girl, look at that song. I'm like, fuck no. You won't catch me out here singing it. I love y'all. I say delete that. Okay, I got you. Let me try. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it. Let me see. Okay, let me see. That's one. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, that's it. How about Mary Mac? Girl, that one bad too. Miss Mary Mac, I think she was like a slave or something. She was dressed in black dress. She used to have silver buttons. You know how they used to dress back in the day with the silver buttons? Girl, okay, just delete me. No. It's just what we've been told. You know, it's okay. Delete. I love me some you. We're not gonna delete you. Period. It's just what we taught. A lot of the nursery rounds is demonic, girl. Even down by the bed. But that's another conversation for another live. I gotta clean, y'all. House mama. I love y'all. I say, and I'm out.